Mile going on because I have tried for half an hour to get on Becky's group, but I've been trying to get on the wrong one. Oh, it's made me laugh. For some reason, I just thought I was going on her Mums in Business group. That's made me right giggle. Okay, so I'm just going to check I'm in the right place, because who knows? Who knows? That's made me laugh. Okay. Yeah, me, I know. Oh, my giddy aunt too. Oh, my giddy aunt too, Becky. What a palaver. What a palaver. But it's Friday, so who cares? It's fine. It's all good. I don't know why I thought that, honey. Perhaps I had my Mums in Business hat on at the time. It's really weird though, because your group comes up in my list. So when I use Ecamm Live, you get a list of where I'm allowed, where I have the authority and the permission to use the app into a group, and yours is listed in it. So it's really strange. That's what confused me. If it wasn't on the list, then I know it wouldn't have been right. But hey ho, it doesn't matter. So my name is Chrissy Lowry, and Becky's asked me to come in to talk to you a little bit about Shop Handmade, which I'm going to find for you in a second, because I can turn my camera around to show you, which I have set up. Just checking, because after this morning, who knows? And so I'm Chrissy Lowry. I am a Mums in Business leader as well, which is obviously why I've completely messed that up. But that's okay. I used to be a clinical nurse specialist going back, about 6 years now. I used to be within the youth justice system. So we'd have young people that didn't have support from their families. Perhaps their parents were in jail or had gone down the wrong path, and the kids were left to fend for themselves. They developed mental illnesses, and I would go in and give some intensive input. I absolutely loved my job. And then about 6-7 years ago, I got really sick. And at the same time, my boys started having really difficulties in their school. And one was was placed on the high risk of permanent exclusion, and one was really bullied so badly he had a head injury and ended up in hospital for a few days. So I took them out. I took them all out, and it ended up that my young boy at the time, he was only 7 or 8, was autistic, and I knew that. I knew that anyway, because my job, before being a psychiatric specialist in mental health, was autism. I used to run 2 autistic homes for adults. So that year is really, really vague. I spent the entire year in. It was like a little mini lockdown just for me and my family. And I sat on my front room floor, and I thought, do you know what? I want to do something for my son to help him sleep. The whole family was absolutely exhausted. We was up all night with him. He was flooding things, and he was chucking things in his bed. He was trying to get comfort. He's trying to nest. It's what called is nesting. So I came up with a product, and I made it, and I had it patented. So it's all design protected with the Intellectual Property Office. And I can't remember how or when but I did set up a Facebook page. No idea how I did that. There's no memories of that at all. And I started selling through the for sale and wanted sites. I think a lot of crafters and people usually generally start with that kind of thing. So I did that, and then I thought, well, and then I had to give up my position about a year of being sick. So after that, I was put onto something called ESA, which is like a sickness thing. And I was given a lovely lady in the job centre. Used to go and see her, and she got me into a Gloucestershire enterprise scheme. Ashley. Who's Ashley? Who's Ashley? I don't know who Ashley is. Happens to the best of us, yeah. I think I got a feeling, Becky, that you and I got ill at the same time. I think it was the same year that we got ill. And so I went through this scheme. I had an amazing mentor and set up my business properly. I applied to go on Dragon's Den before I was trading, but I did get an interview. I've had one since. Oh, you've tagged someone. Do you know, I'm all out of sorts now, Becky. Now I couldn't get on. It's stressing me out. No, I'm not really. It's not really stressing me out. My dog's getting a bit funny. My dog, well, it's my daughter's dog, doesn't like me talking on live. I could just be sat here and he's absolutely fine. The minute I go live, he's a weirdo. He's going around the house like a madman now. About the reason the beds came about. Yeah, so that's how my business first started. Since then, I do weighted blankets, weighted vests, fiddle toys, cuddle beds, obviously, V cushions for support and cuddle up with, beanbags. Beanbags seems to be my best seller. I sell with Robert Dias, who is Theo Pathetis' shop. I have won a couple of awards with him, met him quite a few times, been at the autumn and spring fair. I had a pavilion, I was on his pavilion, that was amazing. That's helped me sell through Ireland. I sell in Hochanda, Wayfair, and then I started surrounding myself with the crafting community. Now the crafting community is awesome. I absolutely love it. So much support. So if you're a crafter, you'll know that it can be quite a lonely place setting up your own business. In fact, for any business, it's quite a lonely place, and you have no idea what you're doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know about, Instagram and Twitter and awards and IPO, photos, where to sell your stuff. I had not a clue, so I learned quite a lot. Did they help with ADHD and autism? Yeah, yes they do. Yes they do. So it's about the beanbags are IPO as well. They're design protected because they sort of hug you and they give calmness, place for calmness. The vests is like a weighted blanket which straps onto the body. Lots of schools use them, Becky. And the blankets can help for your leg because we've both got arthritis and they can help with your legs and restless leg syndrome, insomnia, depression, loads of stuff. So where did I get to? So I got to be an award-winning business, and I moved my business out of my home because it's quite big, my products. The cuddle bag's quite big. Obviously, lots of beans to go in the bean bags, padding and wadding and rolls and rolls of fabric. So I've got my own unit now, which is, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, in a minute. My dog wants to go out. Absolutely love it there. And I have, as I said, I've surrounded myself with a crafting community. We used to do a lot of helping each other's pages grow. So I've done a lot of training, done a lot of mentorship, and we've just launched a website called Shop Handmade. So if you are a crafter, I'm going to try and turn you around. There we go. You can hire a beautiful shop for £24 for the whole year, which is amazing. We're a bit like Etsy, but we're not Etsy because we don't want to rip you off with all your fees because that is such an expensive place to sell. The same with Not on the High Street and all the other ones. So we've made it as affordable as we can. And we don't no fees, like I said. And we train as well. We help train in all sorts of areas. And if you're a buyer, you can come and find some amazingly unique and one-of-a-kind products that is made by a real person that will do lots of happy dances when they buy because you're helping them. Usually, a lot of crafters do it crafting because they've got illnesses, or they have some mental health problems, or they're at home with their young children, so you're helping someone thrive. So this is our site. This is what I've come to show you, and I love it. And being a mum business leader, I also make the merch, and I'm sure you've probably seen Becky wearing her Nanny Hustler and her Mib merch. So this is the Mib shop. I thought I'd give you a quick show. And this weekend is having some more things added to it, so that's quite exciting. So do lots of t-shirts and hoodies and hats and masks, and they've all got lots of statement quotes, if that makes sense. Lots of quotes on there that you can have. Proudly wear your merch. Yes, you do. I've got a hoodie, but I've never got time to make my own. I really want to. I need to start doing that. We've got some lanyards to add on there. We've got some headbands. They're coming today. We've got the tanks, the vests for the summer. We've got some summer line coming. What else have we got coming? Leggings. Oh, Becky. I obviously sew, so I've ordered some fabric with the new Mib. So we've got a new Mib logo just for the merchandise. Now the merchandise is merch with a mission, so it's going to be put into a charity, and lots of women in need are going to be helped with this money, which I'm very excited. We've got some drawstring bags, we've got some trucker hats and all things coming, so that's really cool. That's some categories we've got there. Let's go back on the front page. And we also have a Facebook page, and we have lots of our makers on live. So if you want to hear about their stories, you can pop over to our Facebook page. And on a Tuesday and a Thursday, a lovely lady called Sharon, which is also a Mib leader, goes live and interviews them, which is awesome. It's one of my beanbags. I'll show you one of my beanbags. That's the shape that's design protected. It's cupcakes. Hey Amy, how you doing? Miss you, darling. I'll see you next week. We'll have a meeting, just you and I. Chrissy has a handmade shop. Yes, I do. And yeah, we're getting it out there. It's getting out there. Amy and I are going to work on growing it next week. So it's all fairly new. So over the last couple of months, we've been testing it. And just get back to me. We've been testing it and making sure it all works properly. It's awesome. You can have little categories. You can change your URLs. It's got a lot. It's really responsive. The shop is really responsive. So that's me. Amy has a shop. Who's watching us now? Amy has a shop with us. She is also in this book. So I'm also a author of 2 books. There will be a 3rd one out before the end of the year. And I'm a radio presenter for a show called Craft to Be Kind. So if you're a crafter and you'd like to go on my radio show or my podcast, you can pop over into my group, Craft to Be Kind, and work that out with me there. The group for Shop Handmade is Shop Handmade. We've got, I don't know, about 850 crafters in there, and we help you with anything that you need help with. This is the book, so there'll be another edition of this. This is, can you see it? I think you can see it very well. There we go. This is a bestseller on Amazon, went straight into bestseller. Crafting in a Crisis, and in here you've got 22 people who have written their stories. There's a couple of Mib leaders actually in here. I think there's 3 or 4 of us. There might be 5 of us actually. Becky, you're going to have to be in the next one. Then we have a poem from a man called Stefano, and he is a copywriter, so he's awesome. And then the second half of the book is all about how to build your business to stay focused and be successful. Becky has a copy of it. So we've tweaked it and got it perfect. And then we've got things on there to help you with social media, branding, your strategies, your DMOs, free PR, and then a bit about me. So check that out. You can actually buy that if you're not from Amazon. If you'd like a signed copy, you can buy that off of Shop Handmade and my first book, which is The Artisan Way. So I think that's all I can tell you really, apart from for any business, it's all about sharing your stories. I have been on Forbes, been on the TV, in all the radio stations and newspapers. So if you Google Chrissy Larry, you can find out all about me. if you want to, that is. And if you'd like to sell your crafts with us, give me a message, come over to the groups, or ask Becky. Becky will show you the way too. So that's me. I'm so glad I actually managed to get on the right group. Oh, how funny, Becky. That's flipping hilarious. I can't get on the group. I can't do it. It's really weird. There's no place for me to go live and Facebook won't let me. Well, that's because I'm in the wrong place. Becky give me a screenshot, and then I screenshot her back and she's like, wrong one. But I got here in the end. So have a brilliant Friday. Have a great weekend. And thanks for letting me come on, Becky, to talk all about shop handmade. Take care.